Hello, hello, hello. Allie Benjamin here at Serenity Farm here in Virginia. And today is Sunday, and we are here to share our Growing Edge Live Sunday broadcast, our Sunday session. And again, we're here at this amazing, beautiful Serenity Farm. There's our Om Shanti home in the background there. And so I'm so happy that you're here, that you're joining me. I know it's a little windy out here. I'll take you inside in a minute. I just wanted you to get a feel for this sacred ground here in Virginia, this beautiful Serenity Farm. It's an amazing healing land, and we're here for a couple of weeks on retreat, and I'd like to welcome you from this beautiful space of serenity. And I hope that wherever you are, and I'd love to know where you are, where are you watching from? Why don't you go ahead and post that in the notes? And there's Om Shanti Home. And then we can know who you are and where you're watching from, so we can join together in this virtual community and gather in this place of spiritual tune-in and spiritual tune-up. So let's wander over here into the nest. The nest is this beautiful studio space that we have been using and doing ceremony in and gathering in sacred circle with others as we... Oh, there's Cindy. Good morning, Cindy. And there's our Om Shanti home. And here's the nest. And there's the bees over there. And this is a pollinator-friendly garden. And there's a hayfield. And we've been watching the birds fly overhead all morning. So welcome, 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 welcome. Let's go inside here. Where are you watching from? I'd love to know. Where are you watching from? We're here in Virginia, Serenity Farm, and I'm seeing other people jump on. Let me know where you are. We'd love to connect and for you to become a part of this virtual tribe, this gathering that occurs every Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And I see Leslie just jumped on somewhere in Oregon. Well, welcome. You're probably Pacific time. And Richard, good morning. Where are you? We'd love to know. I know that Michael and I are right here in the nest, at the very center here of healing and connection and creativity and creation, co-creation, collaboration. I'm really big on the C words these days. And so we're here to connect, to collaborate, to create, to co-create. And I'd love to know where you are. Oh, Arizona. Well, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Allie Benjamin here. And I have a beautiful piece of music that I want to share with you. It's our opening song. And this was created by Leslie, who's on the call today. And Leslie created this for us as a group. It sort of grounds us and sets the intention for what we're doing here and what we're becoming. And this piece is called Growing Edge. And so I'm going to start with this. Here we go.
Free my mind, open my heart with the whispers of truth, to live a conscious life, to live a conscious life on the growing edge, on the growing edge.
Thank you, Leslie. It's so beautiful to be reminded that we are here on the very growing edge of our own becoming. We are conscious co-creators with the universe. We are each points in this collective matrix, in this oneness, in this wholeness. Each one of us individuated, beautiful points of light and channels for that creative energy, for that divine mind, for infinite freedom and love and beauty to flow through us and out into our lives and actually become our lives. And when we say we're creative, we're co-creative, we're here consciously creating, we're here on the edge of evolution. And when we have that awareness that we're aware of being aware, we're conscious of being conscious, that we get to create through our thoughts, our words, our emotions, our feelings, our actions. And when we have a full understanding of that, how powerful we are, how our thoughts are creative, then we start to become really cognizant of the fact that every thought creates, that every feeling creates, every action, every interaction is creating something. We're creating something beautiful together all the time. So welcome to the Growing Edge live Sunday broadcast. We're here every Sunday, your spiritual tune-in and tune-up. And I'm Allie Benjamin. And if you've stumbled across us, I'm so happy. If you're here for the first time, welcome. You're included. We are an expanding community. We don't reside in one particular location. The thing that we have in common is that we're here now. We're here now. And when we have an awareness of the importance of being fully present in the now moment and generating a field of peace and appreciation and gratitude for not only for our lives, but for all of our friends and family and everything that's happening around us. And when we live in this field of love and appreciation, really centered in the now moment, being mindful of how every thought we have has sort of a ripple out effect, that whatever we think or do or say or feel absolutely affects everything else. And when we wake up to that reality, we have a greater sense of being standing guard at the doorway of our mind, so that our thoughts are in the affirmative, that our thoughts are directed towards what we want to create and who we want to create. Then we sort of have this greater sense of responsibility as planetary citizens, as humans, a greater sense of responsibility for bringing greater love and acceptance to this world, and bringing our ideas for creating greater peace on earth. And so welcome, so glad that you're here. So today my talk is, or my message, some things that have been occurring to me are, well, the theme is, what is it? Oh, Life on a Joyride. Yeah, Life on a Joyride, notes from the road. So we've been on this beautiful adventure in our camper van. We call it Om Shanti Home, and we sold our home in Big Bear Lake. We actually moved out August 1st of this year, 40 some odd days ago, and we moved into our camper van, Om Shanti Home, full time. And that was a real stretch. I'm someone that has always felt like I needed to know where I belong in the world and have my little corner of the world and my sanctuary, if you will, a place where I could feel connected and grounded. So jumping into a camper or an RV just really felt a little scary. And but we decided it was time. I don't know if it was COVID or being quarantined or what really gave us the spark to make this decision, but we did it, and it's been absolutely life-altering to live on the open road, to not really have a concrete plan about where we're going. I've been bumping up against my edges, my rough edges of wanting to know, or wanting to be certain, or wanting to have control, and whilst it's been pretty difficult sometimes, especially, I'm sure I'm driving Michael crazy most of the time, it's been also deeply revealing of the things that I'm ready to let go of at this particular time on my journey. So I'm wondering, as I share some of my thoughts, my travel notes with you, some of the epiphanies that I've had, I hope that you can sort of personalize it and take it into your own mind and your own heart so that you can have a greater sense of life being a joyride, life being a sort of bittersweet balance of pain and pleasure, joy and grief. Part of our motivation for wanting to go on the road was that we've had a lot of loss in our lives over the past 2 years. A year ago, Michael's mother died in his arms, and that was definitely an eye-opening experience, something that took us into this field of, or into this new thought of letting go of things, of asking ourselves what's really important in life. Are things, is a home, is that what makes us happy? Is that what gives us a sense of being where we're supposed to be in the world? And when she left, when she let go of her physical body and inhabited a cosmic address, it gave us an idea that maybe we wanted to be more free, more liberated. 2 years ago in July, my son Adam passed. And that was another motivator for us wanting to really have a closer walk with our grief and to find the joy in life, even though we're experiencing such loss and such trauma around his departure and his choices around that. And so as we come onto Serenity Farm, onto the land, as we're letting go, as we're busting through some of our own old beliefs and paradigms, the BS, I like to call it, the belief systems, we're sort of being confronted with a lot of the things that just aren't important to us anymore. So today, I'm really wanting to share this kind of paradox with you, this desire to have a plan, especially when we're setting out on a journey, on a road trip, or a spiritual journey, a journey of self-discovery. There's a part of me that wants a plan, and there's another part of me that says, screw it. You don't need a plan. Be spontaneous. Be free. Be more comfortable with the open road and the open land, and sort of go where Spirit's calling you. So my plan is a new kind of plan. It's not one that's rigid. It's one that could support you wherever you are, whether you're in the midst of trauma, of struggle, sadness, loss, or whether you're at the very peak of happiness right now. So wherever you are, whatever you're experiencing, I trust and know that my plan, this plan, it's not my plan, it's a plan that's being broadcast or downloaded or downstreamed, upstreamed through me. But it's coming from somewhere else, I don't know where. Just notes from the road, travel notes, if you will. So the first letter, P for plan, is purpose. So I'm getting a real sense of, am I living on purpose? What is my purpose? You might ask yourself the same thing. And you might come up with one word. Let's do a little meditation for a moment. Close the eyes. And breathe and settle and feel yourself fully connected to this moment. Fully connected to your body, occupying this space, this now moment, and drop a root anchor down from your heart into the ground and feel your connection with Mother Earth right now. And then bring this sense of consciousness or this sense of awareness to up now, and imagine a cord of energy moving up to the heavens. And so feel yourself absolutely open and available to the cosmic energy. And then imagine You're connected to everything, everywhere, all at once. There is no time and space. There's only now. This moment, this sweet, precious moment where everything that we've ever needed, wanted, it's right here. I call it the universe. Some call it God. It's all here now. We feel it in our hearts. It has a vibration of love and peace and harmony, grace. It's here. Feel it now. And in this space of real presence, presencing the presence, meeting the moment, in this place, I ask you, what is your purpose today? What is your purpose for being? It may not be what it was yesterday. It most certainly won't be what it will be in 10 years from now. But there's a particular vibration or a word or an idea. Just allow it to come through now. Be open, receptive, activate your intuitive faculties, and allow a word or a feeling or a symbol or something to come through. What is my purpose? And feel into that. And just allow that word, that idea, that feeling, that symbol to come up through, to fully occupy your mind, and now broaden that to allow that word to become alive, vibrant, pregnant with possibility. Take a breath, open the eyes. So hopefully you found a word, a purposeful word, a word that you can inhabit and occupy today as being your purpose. So in my plan, in our plan that we're co-creating together here today, there's a word that you've come up with, that came up within you, that you've landed on, that you've identified, that you're willing to explore, be curious about, to see how that might be expressed by means of you. My word was light. Light. My purpose is light. To be light, to see light, to bring forth my very light-hearted nature. And when I think of light, I think of joy. So my purpose is to occupy a space of joy and light. What's yours? So that's the purpose in my word plan. The second letter in plan is L. And L stands for lane. And I think of when we're driving our own shanty home, we want to stay in our lane. We don't want to swerve over or become complacent or drift in any way or fall asleep from our what we're doing. We're driving, we're staying in our lane. And we can, in our lives, it's very important that we stay in our lane. That we stay in line with our purpose. So I'm going to stay in line with my purpose to be the presence of light and joy. So can you stay in your lane? Can you inhabit that space? It's easy to get distracted. You see something happening, there's an accident on the other side of the road, or someone cuts you off, or someone upsets you somehow in your life. It's easy to get pulled off course or out of your purpose or out of your lane, but it's very key if you want to experience a life of peace and joy and harmony, to stay in your lane. Another way of saying that or framing it up is to stay in your own business. How often do we get pulled off into someone else's business? I know when I'm driving with Michael I'm not driving, I'm the passenger, Michael's driving, and I can get all up in his business sometimes. And I find myself more thinking about him and what he's doing than what's going on here in this beautiful vehicle that I have, this body, this mind. I'm here to bring forth my unique gifts, not micromanage what he's up to or wonder what he should be doing or shouldn't be doing. It's my opportunity when I find myself drifting over into someone else's business, When I find myself drifting into God's business or the universe's business, I start thinking, well, there shouldn't be another hurricane, a storm coming. Why is Sally coming this way or touching down in Florida? I start to start thinking things should be different somehow. It shouldn't be raining. We had 6 days straight of rain. And it could have been, a little bit upsetting to know that we were stuck in the camper van for 6 days without really being able to go outside and enjoy a journey across the country. But no, I needed to just stay in my lane, stay in my business. Rain, storms, other people's business, what other people are doing or not doing, that's not my lane. My lane is how can I generate light and joy in this world and bring it about through what I'm thinking, through the conversations I'm having, through the ways I interact with people or what I'm doing. So purpose, live on purpose, stay in your lane. And the next letter is A, and it's about attitude. And so checking the time, we've got a few minutes. The next one is attitude. And I looked up attitude today. I thought, I'm going to look up and see what it says in the dictionary. And it says, attitude, a settled way of thinking or feeling about someone or something, typically one that is reflected in a person's behavior. So what is your attitude? And if it's something we're thinking and feeling and is reflected in our behavior, that's huge. I've heard the term attitude is everything. Why? We say that within the New Thought or the metaphysical world or the self-empowerment world, because attitude is everything, because our thoughts, our actions, our words, our emotions, our feelings that are represented in this word attitude and represented in our attitude attract. We live in a universe of cause and effect. We live in a universe that is governed by spiritual laws and principles that say that we attract what we are. So our attitude is everything, means what we're thinking, what we're feeling, what we're experiencing, what we're doing is actually attracting or creating our experience. We're creating our experience one thought, one action, one word at a time. So what is your attitude? And this is, as I thought about this, is my attitude, is your attitude reflective of your behaviors? You might say, or I might say, I want to be here for joy. I want to be, my purpose is joy, my passion is joy. I'm here to be a light being. I'm here to bring light to the world. Are my actions congruent with that purpose? Am I actually doing things that mirror that? Am I in alignment? Am I within integrity? Am I in integrity? Because if I'm running around, and I've done this, I do this, not very, I'm being a little vulnerable here with this. I have been action addicted or really busy thinking that I need to do something. I need I feel better about myself and about life if I'm busy, if I'm doing something, if I have a purpose to make something happen in the world, to create something. And so I've kind of created a life where I'm going to be on that hamster wheel of being busy, of staying on point, staying on track, staying on task. Well, it didn't always, it wasn't congruent with my desire to be life on a joyride or spirit on a joyride. Because a lot of my actions were frantic. A lot of the things that I had, my life that I'd created, it required me to be controlling, to think I had to have my ducks in a row. My God, have you ever tried to keep ducks in a row or anything in a row? It's difficult. It requires attention, and it didn't sort of match with my spiritual ideas, my desire to be a light, to be joyful and bringing that. It required me to be at work a lot, be on the computer a lot. I said yes to a lot of things that over the last year I've said no thank you to. I had to let go of a lot of things, and it wasn't easy because I had said yes to them thinking that they were the right things. So what in your life are you willing to let go of so that you can have an attitude, that your feelings, that your emotions, that what you're doing is in alignment with the way you show up in the world and the way you want to be? Do they align with your, oh, there's one of those little bees. Do they align with your purpose, your reason for being? So, purpose, lane, attitude. And then the last letter in the word plan, N, stands for namaste. Namaste, that beautiful salutation from India, that beautiful Sanskrit word that means the divinity in me bows to the divinity in you. That's that message of oneness, that message that we're all created as one human family, as one absolute creative wholeness. And when we see each other as sentient beings, perfect in every way, even in our dysfunction, even in what we might label or term as not healed, or having problems, or being difficult, or critical, or worrisome, or all those things that we as humans can be, and we are from time to time. We have this great tendency, this compulsion to be so critical of ourselves, and so critical and judgmental of each other, and label each other as different, and we other others. Gosh, Michael and I are reading the book Cast by Irene Wilkerson. Oh my gosh, what a book. To really get a sense of how we other, how we have white privilege, and we've been raised systemically to believe that it's me and you and us and them, and namaste absolutely obliterates that notion. Namaste says the very core of me that doesn't have a skin color, an eye color, doesn't have a gender, is just not concerned with out here, but is only concerned with in here. The deepest part of me honors and sees and respects that in you. And when I'm in that place, when I'm in my full awake, aware, my sense of one, my sense of love and bliss, I connect with you in that place. That's namaste. And we bring our hands together. We bring the feminine and the masculine. We bring the yin and the yang. We bring all of the healed and the not healed. We bring all of the light and the dark. We bring all of the polarities together in this moment, in front of our heart center. And we open up our hearts to find that space where we only exist in the complete love and appreciation of ourselves and each other in this oneness. So that's my plan for me. I hope this plan is one that works for you. Purpose, lane, attitude, and namaste. So let's do an activation. So take a moment closing the eyes, closing the outer eyes, opening that inner eye, and connecting with that part of you that's already wide awake. That part of you that's never been scared, hurt, fearful, judgmental, worried. That part of you that is pure love. That is unconditional joy and peace and harmony. That part of you that is so present, that is meeting this moment right now and being awestruck by the magnificence of God's goodness, the magnificence and the splendor of this human experience. With all of our foibles, with all of our concerns, our health issues, our financial issues, our relationship issues, all of that BS, all of those belief systems that undermine our peace and happiness, just being aware of it and rising up, holding the high watch, and being in that space of namaste, and simply opening up to the divine flow of good, the infinite potentialities and possibilities that are available to each one of us right now in this moment, feeling it, knowing that the universe has our back. The universe, the divine mind, that greater mind that we tap into when we're consciously present, meeting the moment, awake, aware, alive, and enthusiastic about what's happening now, we open up to that mind that is always there to support us, helping us to discern what's ours to do, who we're here to be, how we're here to serve, how we can better step more fully into our purpose, our ever-changing purpose. And so we just simply surrender. We surrender to the universal love that is seeking expression by means of each one of us. And we say, thank you, universe, thank you. Thank you for the love that I am. Thank you for knowing, the knowingness that is within each of and every one of us that says, I know who I am in truth. I know what I am in truth. I know how I serve in truth. I am free. I am free. I am free. I have come. I have come. I have come. And behold, I make all things new by the renewing of my mind, by the plan, the purposefulness, living on purpose, staying in my lane, having an attitude check as often as need be, and living in namaste. Namaste. The divinity in me is awake and aware and alive, and seeing the divinity all around me. Thank you, God. Thank you, life. Thank you, Spirit. Coming back to that place of deep gratitude, deep appreciation, having complete confidence that these words uttered, this activation is now imprinted into the divine mind. The law of the universe is mirroring back to that what we've just affirmed. We're saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I let it go and I let it be because I know it is so. And together we say, and so it is. So namaste, peace and blessings to you. If you've enjoyed this message and you'd like to support Growing Edge Live, our mobile ministries here through the Satya Center, you can find us on Venmo and send in, whether it's $1 or $1 million, we say thank you ahead of time for allowing your generosity to support our mission to nurture and culture spiritual awakening here on this planet through our Growing Edge Live message. Venmo, Satya Center, S-A-T-Y-A, Center, C-E-N-T-E-R. Thank you, or go to our website, growingedgelive.com, and you can find us there. And follow us on Facebook. And if you are in need of prayer, of someone to stand with you in consciousness, hold the high watch with you, we have a team of practitioners that are ready to meet you wherever you are. If you would desire someone to coach with, someone that can to collaborate with in your co-creation of a beautiful life, a life of joy, become one of our Joyriders and join us in our coaching program. So again, find us at growingedgelive.com and Venmo, Satya Center, if you'd like to support our Growing Edge ministry. Mwah. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye. Love you.